My name's Thomas Yurok, Chairman, Yurok Tribe, Northern California, Klamath River. Salmon is one of our main dietary foods. You know that it's the protein, it's the well-being, it's the health of our people. Been eating salmon, fishing, catching, taking care of the salmon since time immemorial. It's a part of us. Always has been and always will be. And we are charged with managing, restoring, and looking after the salmon, the salmon runs that enter and go up the Klamath River and its tributaries.
My name is Rocco Fiore. I'm an engineering geologist that works with the Yurok tribe to restore salmon habitat in the lower Klamath tributaries. One of the goals of the Yurok tribe is to restore their ancestral fishery to provide an economic engine for the community. So this work at the most basic level provides jobs for tribal members running heavy equipment, doing tree planting, doing fish monitoring work, and more indirectly, the habitat provides additional fish for the commercial fishery of the Yurok tribe as well as a subsistence fishery for the Yurok tribe. We've built a number of off-channel habitat features, alcoves and side channels that were monitored pre-construction, and then post-construction what we see is a 4- to 5-fold increase in population utilization of those habitats. The goal of this project is to provide the components that the watershed would naturally have to create salmon habitat. So the basic products that a watershed on the north coast supplies are sediment, wood, and water. And over the last 150 years or so, European American land management has removed most of the wood, especially meaningful wood, from the hill slopes, the riparian corridor, and the fluvial system. And so our goal is to resupply the fluvial system with the wood that will then allow the channel and the dynamics to recreate the habitat that is missing. One of the key aspects of the work from an ecological perspective that we're doing here is to provide habitat in areas that for a long time have been considered non-essential. The creek goes dry, so it's not providing over-summering habitat for coho and Chinook juveniles. Yet what we find is when we create these complex habitats, it sets conditions up where the duration that the channel is holding water is increased. And so that buys these fish that extra amount of time to develop and move through the system, whereas without this type of work, the fish are faced with migrating through bowling alley-like conditions is what I call it. And what we know from the monitoring that the Yurok tribe does is that these types of habitat foster conditions that fish can get bigger, and we know that the larger juvenile fish are when they go to the ocean, the more likely they are to return as an adult in a few years. So we're really trying to bolster that function into the watershed. This reach will, with these structures, have pools that will sustain fish through those drought periods in the midwinter, and then in the summer the wood that has been saturated through the winter will provide moisture to plants that are growing into the structure over the summer. So it's a critical element of treating the entire watershed function. Essentially what we're trying to do is create a stopgap until a mature riparian forest can be regrown along the valley margins to contribute the wood in a natural manner that has occurred since time immemorial. This stream provides overwintering habitat for natal and non-natal salmon. And so this jam that we're sitting on here will create a pool where juvenile fish can seek cover from predators, and adult fish can also hold as they're moving upstream to the spawning areas. So this work links the upper habitat in the watershed with the lower habitat and the ocean, and thus it provides a vital connection of habitat that is missing.
No, 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 no.
We are very thankful for this funding, for this grant, that it makes things possible that are very necessary to the health of our waterways, of our fish, of our communities, of our people, of our nation. And not only our people, other tribes, other people, community members that live along and fish this river. A healthy waterway is a healthy people. It's a healthy habitat.